before we get this episode started, I want you to check out a company that wants to optimize humanity with workout equipment, supplements, and great foodstuffs. And in theme with today's show, our comic book talk, they also have just partnered up with Marvel, and they're selling comic book themed workout equipment.
Say what?
Say what? So if you are a fan of comic books, which I think there's a few Marvel fans out there, you know, at least the movies, there's probably a few.
Yeah, and like
kind of a risky kind of partnership.
Like
for
5% of them might work out, but
more percentages can. And speaking of percentages, if we can get it from 5% up to 10%, that would be such a great coincidence, because that's what they could save by using our coupon code Inspired. When they check out, they're going to save 10% on supplements like Alpha Brain, New Mood, Shroom Tech Sport, Shroom Tech Immune. That's the Immune. Yeah, it's a soft Immune. Yeah. So check all those out. Use coupon code Inspired, save 10%, and make sure you go through our link inspireddisorder.com/onnit. That's ONNIT. Inspireddisorder.com/onnit.
Get about it.
Absolutely. Get your workout shit. And also, if you like to order comic books and you want those bitches on, if you're like, well, actually, mostly it's their like the full graphic novels. Not trades. As many comics, but get 30 days free Amazon Prime. That's going to be quick ass shipping from checkout to your doorstep. In some locations, it's same day. In others, it's 2 days. But get a free membership using our link, inspireddisorder.com/prime, and get a 30-day free Prime membership, which is not just free shipping, quick free shipping.
And plus support the Prime family.
Absolutely.
Optimus Prime and his fellow Primes.
Exactly.
They need your money. They need your help.
Movies aren't doing that great.
Amazon Prime.
But also, if you want, like, they have streaming television shows, movies. They have a bunch of HBO shows. They have a deal with HBO, so you can watch a bunch of HBO shows.
Well, the Primes are cool. They try to help you out. Yeah. And we're trying to help you out to help them out.
It's a whole partnership of things.
It's a pyramid scheme, but
it's almost like the other cartoon where the robots fit together. Voltron. This is like a cross partnership between the Transformers and Voltron.
Well, you know, the Transformers, they're like more than one Transformer. That's like a bunch of different Transformers that makes one big Transformer.
You hurt my brain.
You didn't have to like say so like Voltron.
No, Voltron
it would be exactly like Transformers.
Oh, Jesus. Inspireddisorder.com/prime and get a free 30-day Prime membership, people.
And get your nerd on.
Order some comic books. We're going to be talking about them today, and this is a way you can get them for super quickness. And with all that said, we're just going to just start this shit.
I'm fucking sweating right now just thinking about it.
Starting in his pants.
Ugh.
This is starting. I think we're starting.
We're starting.
That's how it starts.
Push it with your dick, dude.
It worked! I am Ray Taylor. I clearly don't have a regular job. I was never really into comic books growing up. Like, I was a geek.
Well, you should tell your face that, because you look exactly like
I do.
Watch the fights.
Fuck yeah, I watch the fights.
I'm Keith Spurlock. I watch every kind of pornography. I said, all right, to counteract my cancer that I'm giving myself, I smoke weed after every cigarette.
What were we just fucking talking about? And this is the Inspired Disorder podcast. I'm not going to allow you to have an opinion on this just because you're wrong.
Is anyone else's podcast about like jerking off in UFC?
Ah! That's the sound of us coming back. Like if it was a portal and we went through it and like crazy shit was on the other side, it would be very that would be the giant. It wouldn't even be in a bubble thing.
No,
it'd be its own graphically wiggly font.
And then like fading away
or like coming big at you, depending.
It starts off big and then fades.
Serious. It can go either way. But what we're talking about is comic books.
We're going to talk about a lot of comic books.
Yeah. And then we're going to play some Ultimate Movie Championship later. But yeah, let's get it. We talked about a bunch of shit that we got. We read a bunch of shit. stuff came in through our Amazon orders.
We didn't even talk about. We went again. I am the only one that picked stuff up this.
That's
last
true.
time.
Yeah,
But,
we did.
We did go again,
Yeah, true. So we've gone many times. We will be back again.
and we've ordered books.
Some have come in.
Off
Some
the
are coming in
internet
tomorrow.
Yes.
Looking forward to Sex Criminals coming in tomorrow.
Oh, that's weird to look forward to sex
And,
criminals coming for you.
Especially when I pay for a Prime membership
Oh
for them
my
to show up
God.
faster.
Ah.
Spidersorter.com/Prime. But yeah, so let's get into the ones we have. I don't know where we want to start. We'll kind of go through the ones that we've read.
I don't know. They're randomly stacked. So,
Yeah. So
like
you can go
you
grab one first. Where we start with
I'll
you.
grab these first two. It's Mike Danger.
Right, just read those literally before we started.
He did. I had read it a couple days ago or whatever. I really liked the initial cover. It's a Frank Miller cover. It's got like a fucking Nazi spaceship and I don't know. It just looks crazy. So I picked up 2 copies. They were $1.
Yeah.
I liked it.
What's the publisher? Did you say that right?
No, it's Techno Comics.
Right.
Comics with an X.
I'm fucking totally gonna spill something having shit over there.
Oh.
I'll keep going.
But yeah, it's
That was scary.
I don't know. It's kind of like a Private Eye, and then
Yeah.
some shit happens, and in this second edition, you find out he kind of wakes up in the future.
Yeah, it's like your standard kind of 50s hey doll kind of thing, and then he's on a case, some shit happens, and the next thing you know, bam, it's a sci-fi.
They wake him up in the future, and they're like, "Hey, you were the best detective from back then.
The thing that-
so we could really use you.
I had
'Cause
aside from the necklace thing that I had an
Stop
issue
these
with.
Nazis."
Yeah. But it's like there's no way anybody, like even today, if a PI from the 50s came back today, they're not going to be
fucking worthless.
Yeah, it's like they don't know how to use the internet. And it's like I could look up everything they're going to do through like in no there's no driving, there's no like, "Hey, honey, sweetie, baby, pie. Oh, honey, baby." But so are you going to keep going with it? Cuz I read it too. I liked it, but it wasn't with everything going on with so many to choose
find
from.
volume 3 or 4
Right.
in the dollar
But you
bin,
look for it. You keep an eye out for it.
I might just check if it's there for $1.
Have you looked
I'll
that up to
continue
see if it's like a
No, I
series
haven't.
that's going on?
I
or
haven't.
not? Okay.
But I wouldn't buy a trade. I would just dollar it out.
I doubt that would be. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe it's
I'm just
6.
saying, like, I'm curious, like, if it's like was a long series or company went out of business, so it
I'm
got
not
cut
sure.
short. Because that's happened. I mean, anyway, so
So what would you give? Read it, pass, or
it's all right.
didn't like?
If you find it in the it's interesting, but like I was gonna say is out of all the things that we're reading, like there's some that totally spike. Like we'll talk about like Law Dog,
Yeah.
which is a similar kind of situation, independent kind of a thing. Who knows if they ran the same amount? But like that one is way more like holy shit. Like a lot of these other ones. Like if we get one book, like after the first one, it was interesting. It's like okay, but it was like enough to read the second one. It was here already anyway.
Yeah.
But it was like it wasn't like holy shit. I got to see
thought the
what's
second
in the
book
second
really
one.
got me more into it.
I mean, it sets more stuff up.
Yeah.
They could have almost done compressed both of those into one book potentially. I mean, there was not a whole lot happened in the first book, really, but it was good. I mean, it was good. I'd read it. I mean, you find it in a dollar bin, I'd support them. I mean, you might like it. Maybe the story gets really interesting.
I
I
thought
have
the
no
artwork
idea.
was really good.
It was pretty good. Yeah. I mean, it's nothing like it does. Even the artwork doesn't really do anything that stands out necessarily. That's doing that much different, but it fits the aesthetic of the like when they're back in 1950. It looks like the 1950s, and then when it's like cleaned up and like,
Nice
they did a
glossy
good thing.
pages, though.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Oh yeah, the printing it's good quality printing. But yeah, I'd like it. I would go out seeking it, but if you're looking for something new, who knows? And if you do read
I
it,
literally picked it up because of the Frank Miller cover.
yeah.
And then I was
And
like,
then you looked
why
inside
not?
of
Well,
it.
I was like, why not grab number
Yeah.
2?
Yeah, I mean, if it's $1. But, all right. So it's it's a good one. Good, not great. It's nothing that like makes me go. But then I've read shit that's like I'd way rather read that than fucking Fraction.
Yeah.
Fraction will just be our.
Well, I
beating,
mean, shit, it is a 20-year-old comic too.
True, but that's still not that. I mean, like, like Max and Sam and Twitch is like from the 90s too.
Yeah.
So they were doing really crazy shit back then. But it's not. I like it. I like it. But it's just nothing that would. It's like I'm not like. There's some like that I got that were not like that. Okay, so one I got. Last Gang in Town. It's a Vertigo comic. It was a short run. Can't remember how many.
I believe I saw number 10 in the comic book store
10.
as a like new release from this week.
Yeah.
It was like the last episode.
Yeah, it could be. That might be it. I don't know. I looked into it. It's a pain in the ass to fucking find them. But I liked it. It's set. Well, it's UK is kind of the premise of it, but it
the artwork looks almost like the Gorillas.
Yeah, the cover looks like the Gorillas. Interior, not as Gorillas-like, but still good artwork. I still like it. Like, it's not as Gorillas-ish, not as extreme as that. But I like the artwork. The artwork's good. But I like the story's really interesting, too. And it's different having a story in the UK instead of the US, like so many of them.
Yeah.
So they speak differently, you know, and shit. And it's kind of about this punk band that's also doing crimes, kind of a thing, and how it spans generations. In I don't know,
kind of like their version of the punk crime Illuminati.
I don't know. Like all three of those things don't really fit together, but like, well, crime and punk. I don't know, like kind of like a mini Fight Club, but they don't fight each other. They play music and then they cause havoc. They do their Project Mayhem stuff.
So
I'm looking forward to that.
I picked up Nth.
Yeah.
Nth Man, the Ultimate Ninja, just because of this rocket ass cover with a white-haired white dude twirling a samurai sword, but firing a machine gun. I just thought the irony of all of that, like ninjas with machine guns and being a white guy, like, I literally bought it just, and it's a first issue, whatever. Like, it was.
Did you read it?
No.
But it's one of those.
I leafed through it in the art and everything.
It's like old school art.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
It's definitely from
kind of like the Kung Fu. Did you read the Kung Fu one? No. I tried to read it. I started to. I was like, nah, I don't.
Yeah,
I
started leafing through
the
this
style
and
back then.
But I literally just bought this for the cover because I thought it looked hilarious.
Yeah, cool. So speaking of ninjas, white ninjas, Whisper. I read it. It's okay. It's by First Comics. I think there's been multiple versions of this character, Whisper, because I think I've seen like newer versions and shit. It was okay. I mean, the art was pretty good. It's kind of like the old, I don't know. It's okay. It's like everything's just okay. Story's not very good. Fucking ninjas are a conspiracy theory. Like, nobody believes they exist, but like, I don't know. It's just like the story is not that well written, so it didn't grab me. But I figure I'd try a ninja comic out. And the chick's a ninja.
I like the cover art.
It's okay. It's all right.
I like the image.
Yeah. It's
not like that art style is
it's
my
clean,
favorite, but I just like that image.
Yeah. It's a clean. I mean, it's the composition's really nice. I mean, it is a good image. I agree. But all right,
I picked up The Punisher annual number 2, guest starring Moon Knight. Again, it was mostly because of the cover. The Punisher and Moon Knight fighting over a knife.
Read?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
But another one in the dollar bin. Why not?
Is it so it's first. Okay. Cool.
And after the Punisher was on Daredevil, like I think that they'll probably end up doing a Moon Knight eventually on Netflix.
Right. Is that like a spin-off character or something?
No, Moon Knight is a total... He's like Marvel's Batman, kind of.
Okay.
Except he's possessed by an Egyptian god and kind of has split personalities.
So it's like Batman mixed with Robin. Right? Because Robin was split personalities, Egyptian god, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Sure.
Whatever.
You just didn't read that one.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet.
That was that one I read as a
can't
child
judge
and
it.
blocked it out.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Dollar Find, and I love it. 64 pages. It's a very thick comic.
Yeah. It's like nice quality too.
Yeah,
Seems like.
it really the colors pop on it. The pages are pretty brown, but
Yeah,
it is
old.
what it is.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Time Breakers is one that I got from the dollar bin last time from Helix Comics.
Yeah,
which is part of DC.
We showed it. You read it. I haven't got a chance to read it yet.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's like it's a group of like different types of people. Like on the cover, it shows like from different eras, you know.
Yeah,
and they're all part of this group that travels through time to set up time paradoxes so they can live forever. So it's like they'll kidnap themselves from the past to like bring. It's like really weird. It's like a really complex
so they don't
kind
get
of a,
killed at a certain situation.
I guess they didn't really. That's kind of how it ends. Spoiler alert. That's the first issue.
Like a Spartan warrior with a gun.
So it seems interesting. I mean, there's not a whole lot of action, you know. But it's like it's one that
the cover would make you think it's very action packed.
For sure, for sure. I mean, stuff happens, but it's just like one thing kind of climaxes, and then it's just the one thing that happens. But seems interesting. I looked for it when we went there last time, but I couldn't. I don't know if I found any of them, or I just couldn't find number 2.
Right.
But so it's good. That's one I'll look. I'll you know, if I see it for $1, I'll keep up with the story, see where it goes, because there's just it's setting stuff up. It seems pretty interesting, you know. But we'll see. So that was Time Breakers, Helix, which is a DC Comics company. All right.
Here's one I picked up. Dream Police. It looks to be a story unto itself. It doesn't really have like a number to it. Straczynski, J. Michael Straczynski, and Diodata. I don't know. I really liked the art on the inside. There's a couple winged dragons, a nun. It's like old time policey
Icon.
It's a pretty thick book too. I really like the art on the inside.
Yeah.
It's
way more layered than
yeah.
kind of similar to, kind of matches the. It didn't honey dick you. It seemed like something, I don't know, Icon.
Yeah.
No hate on Icon. I don't know him. So it's like one of those where I would almost assume I'm getting honey dicked.
Yeah.
Have you read it yet?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Looks pretty good though. It almost looks like it almost fucking looked almost like that other one that you had, that one I just read, Johnny Dangerous or whatever. But
Mike Dangerous.
Fantasy instead of time.
Yeah.
Almost.
It has that same type of art look.
Yeah.
I really like that.
It kind of looks like a PI kind of detective kind of thing.
Yeah.
But with dragons and religion.
Motherfucking dragons and nuns.
Yeah. All right. So this one I got exactly only for the cover art. I didn't open it up. Interior art looks like the cover art. This is Trencher from Image Comics, #1. I love the cover art, and the interior art is the same style. Style doesn't work. Style does not. This style is good for selling artwork, but trying to tell a story with this like messy style. There's some scenes I didn't even finish reading it. I was like, I couldn't. The writing was like what I don't like. The writing wasn't good. The writing was about as confusing as the images were.
Not much writing in the whole thing.
Yeah, but there's like panels where I have no fucking idea. There's pages where I have no idea what I'm looking at. It's like I'm looking at a
super
Jackson
messy.
Pollock.
It's
like if
super
Jackson
messy.
Pollock made a comic book with not drippy paint, but just, I don't know. I like the style artistically, and I'm going to keep it because I like the cover. But I don't. Not a big fan of the story.
I
Trencher,
read it also.
Yeah.
I actually
You
read
actually
the
read
whole
it.
thing.
Yeah.
And I'm intrigued. Like, I liked it.
Yeah.
But even though I agree with you, it's so fucking confusing and there's not much written, but
Yeah.
like the vague
What's
story.
the story? Or what's the vague story? Like, I
The
have
one
no
guy,
idea.
the main character's a trencher, and they go around like policing superhumans, and I don't know. It's weird, like, because you can't barely tell
anything.
And then I got the last bit of the
That's
story
something?
was the only coherent thing with that like grandma cyborg thing. I don't know. It was all right. I do like a lot of the different panels because of just like the cover art.
But
like,
it's
I
very
but
very
in some
hit
of
or
it,
miss.
it's just so fucking jumbled.
Yeah.
You can't tell what's going on.
It's like very hit or miss, but a lot of misses.
All right. I just picked this one up last time. Haven't read it yet. Issue number 1, The Nightman, 40-page special. Now, some of you may have seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and you'll get the reference. But I really only bought this because of Charlie's The Nightman. In that it's actually the artwork on the inside is very good.
Who's it? What's the publisher on that one?
Barry, this is, shit. Rune? Barry Windsor Smith. But I think it's Rune Comics. But, check out the inside art.
Ultraverse?
Oh, no, Rune is, sorry. This is a double. Because Rune is the story, the short story on this side. But yeah, but here is for the video. Here's the artwork. A lot of clean pages.
Yeah, for sure. Show the camera though.
Yeah, sorry.
For the video,
I'd like
for
to
the video. Fuck you too, huh?
For the
How about
video.
that?
Do you want to see this?
How about
you
go
like
fuck
that?
yourself?
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
No, it's it's very clean pages.
Yeah, it's good. Aesthetically, what is it called again?
Nightman.
Nightman?
The Nightman.
The Nightman.
Ultraverse.
You ever read that one yet?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Cool. All right. Are we going through?
I'll go through a couple real quick.
Yeah. Just whatever you haven't read.
Yeah, this is what I haven't read. Marvel Comics presents Wolverine number 46. Wolverine. Randomly bought it just because of the intense cover. Like Wolverine is pissed off. He's all fucking scratched up and shit.
Now, how many Marvel comics have you read? Any of them? I know you have a book in there too on the shelf. I don't know if you read it or not.
I've read that.
Okay.
I've read a lot of them. Again,
well, I know you tried the new Avengers and shit.
but again, I bought this just for the cover,
For sure.
being a 46 or whatever.
You're collecting them for
Art.
For the art, yeah, for the art, but
Okay,
also trying new shit too.
I just like the
yeah.
It's for $1. I'd buy this.
You'll holler
if
for
it was just the cover. If you
for
you
sure.
just said, "Hey, here's this picture of Wolverine for $1." I'm like, I like that, so I bought it
for show.
Another one I haven't read. The Eternals #1 in a 12-issue limited series. Just because it looks like an old school Jack Kirby cover. I like the guy I don't even recognize, but coming through like the I'm flying, punching you.
Yeah.
Just a random, and I do like the Eternals. They were like an ancient race, like in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
That's a Celestial in the background there, but that's what
you just touched the Celestial.
Yes,
stick.
I did. Oh shit.
Yep. Tell me where you touched the Celestial.
When they were all in that floating head in space for a while.
Where?
In Guardians of the Galaxy.
Floating head in space.
Yeah.
I don't remember
it
that,
was
but
nowhere.
I'll have to watch. I haven't watched that movie
But
in a minute.
it was Celestial's head.
Okay.
The Eternals
Right.
is like all in that story, but it's also a very thick book too. Yeah.
Cool.
Another one I haven't read, but just picked
Dude,
up.
are we gonna go through all of those? That whole stack?
No.
Okay.
A lot of,
I was
a lot
like,
of this
Jesus
is
Christ.
bullshit together.
Okay.
It's Cage #1. It's from the 90s. It's breaking chains on the cover. I don't know. It just looked cool, and I do like Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage, Power Man. Yeah, he's got his own Netflix series coming out very soon.
Oh, that.
I picked up Deathlock #1 just because the shiny, cool cover, and he looks like a fucking cyborg. I mean, he is a cyborg, and
for sure.
so whatever. I like wasting money. This is one I loved. Obnoxio the Clown versus the X-Men.
Nice.
And it's a fucking like old clown smoking a cigar, holding looks like Jean Grey, and it says,
I wonder if he's gonna be in the sequel.
"Hiya kids, what's yellow and black and don't breathe no more?"
Which is Jean Grey. Did he like circumcise her or something?
And he,
Female
down here at
circumcision?
the bottom with an asterisk, it says a dead school bus.
Oh, got it.
Ha ha ha.
Spoilers.
Yeah, it's I think it's a one-off
Put your
story.
popsicle stick away.
But I fucking hate clowns, and this is just a fun cover.
Yeah,
like
that's cool.
Yeah,
I like that
I
one.
really like this.
Yeah.
I was just flipping through. It's got a big crease in the cover or whatever, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, so I picked up. God, I still haven't read the second volume of the Salmon Twitch collection of stories, but this one was a one-off of a story called The Writer. And Salmon Twitch is characters from Spawn, very gritty, kind of. They're cops, partners, has the
Detectives.
kind of have a they have a kind of a Seven feel to the whole aesthetic of the whole thing. And this one's a serial killer's on the loose, and he writes his story on the dead bodies. So that's why he's called The Writer. And it's good. I enjoyed it. And I like the volumes that I have, because they're different collections of stories. Like this one's probably like 4 or 5 books. And then some of them, are longer, some of them are shorter, some of them are just one. So I enjoy those, because it's like, you don't know how long it's going to be, especially reading in the big book.
Yeah.
It's like, I have no idea when the story's going to end. Like, it could just be one book and it's done. But I like it. The artwork's different. They did change the character design, so I don't know if that follows through with Volume 2. Maybe they changed the artists up or whatever. But I enjoy it. I love that series, Salmon Twitch.
I'll go with this one next. One we both read, Wildstar.
Yeah. Gall darn it.
Gosh
Well,
darn
darn
it
it.
to heck.
It was cool. It was
The art
it was
is
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
Again, I picked it. This is
Covers are really, it has really nice the printing. Whoever printed these, great job. Like the
concept,
embossing and thick
I like
covers.
the concept.
The concept's really good. I read this as well.
The writing,
Have you read any of the Salmon Twitch yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
The writing, fucking terrible.
This is the one thing, man. I enjoy the premise of it, even though I kind of forget it slightly. But it's like the writing is just because they do the Battlestar Galactica to like
Fracking.
they do an exponential amount of
But
like
just so
writing,
much.
just so the writing so. It's like it's like writing for little children, but the scenes are graphic, but the scenes are graphic in a confusing way.
Yeah.
Like somebody looks like they're getting face torn off,
Well, you really got
but
most of his
his face got torn off with the alien that was attached to
Parasite,
his face.
yeah,
Which is
whatever.
an interesting, like that part of the,
I like
the whole
the
story.
Like
How
I
did
said, I
get
like the
this over here?
concept. I just threw it over
Oh,
there.
okay. I was like, Jesus
Even it
Christ.
out. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
yeah.
I'm trying to even
For
out
sure,
what
for
we
sure.
got.
But so it's like the premise is awesome. It seems awesome.
Yeah.
Parasite, alien parasite, controlling people, fucking time travel There's a lot of time travel in comics.
A lot of time
A lot
travel.
Some of them do it better than others. But the writing just, I can't, because I got to read
It
it.
just took me out of it
Yeah.
so much. I loved the art. I liked the concept. The writing, terrible.
I wonder, like, if that went multiple things, like maybe they fired writers and they're like, let's...
I want to take that comic book and
it's so bad.
use some whiteout and then just rewrite
it.
every fucking bubble and
Yeah.
make it fun.
Yeah. Well, you could do that.
Because it could be.
Yeah, could be fun. But gall darn it.
Garsh darn it.
Gosh
to heck.
darn it. So we're gonna go with one that you started off getting, and this is one that you keep getting, which I love, Birthright.
I love it. You got to read it before I
read
did.
it, yeah,
and then
talked about it a little bit on the last episode.
We both read it now.
So now, although you read it more recently, what do you think about it?
Loved it.
This is the one, Birthright, for those that don't remember. It's the one that's like a mix of Flight of the Navigator
And
mixed with what do we go with? World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, so we'll
Originally,
mix
I
those
went
two.
with Lord of the Rings, but World of Warcraft works better.
Yeah, it kind of works better. Although I have no idea if
Fairy
it does.
people and orcs
I've
and
never
fucking
played it.
demons
Yeah.
and whatever.
According to the trailer of World of Warcraft,
That's what I'm going
bingo,
by.
bango,
Boom.
And it cuts back and forth between fantasy, reality. So what did you think about it?
Loved it.
Yeah,
Loved it. I
Fucking-
thought it was really well written, really well drawn.
Yeah.
Can't wait. I've
it's one that's like
issue number 2 should be here like tomorrow.
sweet. It's one that's like it can go bad at any moment.
It
which
could.
I think I said that before, but it just like I have a lot more faith in it now.
know.
Yeah, I have a lot. After reading that, I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like that. Like we'll get to East of West, but like that one, it's like so much. It's just like I enjoy it. Like it's not too difficult. Like where like some of them, like I had to stop reading Watchmen. Just because it was like I don't really care about the fucking cape, costume superhero thing, and
Again,
it's like
just watch the
story
goddamn
is so
movie.
complex. I probably will now because I read like more than half of it, but I was like I can't because reading all this other stuff. But that one's just so much fun to read. Birthright.
Yeah, it was.
And it's interesting to see where it's going. Do you know how many issues there are?
I believe they're up to 4 or 3 now.
Okay, that's not
3 or
bad.
4. Yeah. But again, after the next one comes, I'll order the next one.
For
They've
sure.
literally
That's
only
what
been
I'm doing
$7
with mine,
a piece or whatever with shipping. I get them used.
Yeah, they're fucking. I enjoy it, man. I enjoy this new addiction that we've
It's fun.
started.
It's fun.
Not that it's that much of addiction, but it's like I'm enjoying reading again, even though it's not like
yeah,
heavy
I
reading.
mean,
although
I've
I'm reading
never
a lot.
really read. Like I
The only time I got into reading was when I was a projectionist, and it's like literally there's just gaps where you work. Like you thread up all the movies because they all start around the same time, and then you just sit around, and then when one goes down, you thread it back up, get it ready for the next show.
I have to really fight my dyslexia on reading these sometimes too, because like
yeah,
sometimes I'll get into reading and like if I'm slightly bored for a second, like
Yeah.
I feel like I'll skip 3 sentences in my mind and I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
just fucking read that.
Yeah.
It's fucking 3 sentences,
Yeah.
just read it.
I do that too. But some of them you get hooked so good, the
Oh, yeah,
writing's
I'm
so
like,
good that
"Ah,
it's so
can't."
easy. But yeah, it's like I've done that too. I can't listen to like you'll have I have shit in the background too. You'll have like podcasts or YouTube shit on the background. I can't do that. I can't even do music with lyrics.
Does
Like,
it
I
have to
could
be
do-
quiet?
I could do music, but no lyrics. Like it'd just be music, Like I'll play. I have a few, just not that many records where it's just music, but I can't do it because I'll get distracted. So much easier. Like they'll say a word that just like makes me lose focus because I'm already so close to losing focus on some, and it just depends on my mood too.
Yeah.
Like some I'll just fucking burn through it. But this is one that's written in a way where I just burn through it.
I haven't
It's
got
like-
a chance to read this.
So this is one. It's new. Just came out last year. Paper Girls. Everybody says it's a rage. I first heard about it on Bert Kreischer's podcast because he took his daughters to a comic book store and the guy working there recommended that he get this series for him, which
So-
makes a lot of sense. But I think Bert also. But then I've heard recommendations for this.
So
from a
you
lot of other
went
people.
on a recommendation of what a
What a-
7-year-old girl should
Potentially
read.
12. These girls are 12 in this book, but it's fucking well written, and totally understand why that would be recommended to.
The girl's 12. She's smoking a cigarette.
She is the rebel of the group.
Oh, you fucking.
Some of them are like religious-y. Like they're all very. The characters are well done. They're not like they don't blend into each other. The writing's really good, and it has, like, it kind of starts off like a story where it's just like, okay, it's just these girls, and this is how they communicate, and this is what the thing's about. Like, it's going to be well written, kind of a whatever. But then there's like towards the end, it like there's a twist and things get crazy, and it's like holy shit. So the first thing I did was like I need to order the second volume, and it's not out yet. Like there's no issues out yet.
You're like, this son
Yeah,
of a...
this just came out last month. So it's like I gotta wait. This is not the game I like to play with comics.
Fuck you, man.
I'm used to fucking
For Suiciders, I have to wait, like, one comes out a month.
Well, that's what I'm gonna be like when this comes out, because I'll just subscribe to whatever, because I won't wait, because they only release these after the run's done.
Yeah.
Usually, like that's what I'm waiting for.
And a couple, like a month after the run's done.
Yeah, well, it probably
Or
depends.
so.
But that's when I'm waiting on Fight Club 2, because I only got 2 of those, and I ordered the thing, but it's not coming out till like a couple weeks from now, so I'm still waiting on that one.
And now for what I think
This is so much. I'm so glad you found this. This is such a gem.
is a hidden gem that I've never ever heard about ever.
What's the publisher?
Heavy Hitters Law Dog
Yeah.
from Epic Comics.
Yeah.
It's from the mid 90s.
So good. The art is so good.
The art, the story, the worlds,
It's rich. Everything's rich.
so fucking good.
The art in that has a similar taste as like many comics do, but everything's got this extra exaggeration and characterization to it.
And I mean, you
Fucking
know,
love
I'll
it.
go through the covers.
We haven't read the full. We've only read
to number 7.
Yeah,
and
which there's
10,
10 plus.
11.
10 plus one that happened where it was just like, what happened?
The covers, a lot of them look old school comic-y, like Jack Kirby-esque, but some of them, you know, it's just such a good story.
Kind of reminds me of like heavy metal,
Yeah, like
the
a lot,
interior art and shit
Yeah.
like that,
Heavy metal is what came to mind
Yeah.
to me also.
which is tough. Like looking this shit up, because I tried looking up the artist, and it's like they don't even list this as their credit. So it's like so weird that something this good, like even on their Wikipedia page, you click on Law Dog. Law Dog doesn't have its own Wikipedia page. It just takes you back to the
It's
fucking
just
epic
lost.
comic.
It's just lost.
It's so crazy. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to fucking.
I can't wait to finish
Well, the
that
story, kind of
Uh,
mildly to, like.
out. Yeah, it's a guy who's partly cybernetic and can't really die, evidently.
Well, it's like
it's
well,
rebirth.
He's like this guy that travels through dimensions. When
the
there's
lost
anomalies,
highway.
when somebody travels from one universe to the next universe, there's an anomaly, and he's there to go fix that anomaly, whether it be bringing them back or ending them there, because they don't want shit to go bad if somebody goes into another universe and like fucks shit up, and then all existence is whatever.
And this story follows, he finds this girl, saves her from these weird zombies that are fucking transferring through that shouldn't be there. And it just
great.
keeps getting weirder and more fun.
'Cause
it's
each-
just fucking good.
You see all these different universes, and there's
It's so good.
much
We
different,
talked
too.
about. I wonder how much it'd be to get the license.
Yeah.
like literally in just
It's so
drunken
good.
jest, but it's such a good story.
And it's like nobody's talking about it, so it's like
you can't find anything about it. I've never found a review. I've never nothing.
Well, when we finish reading the complete set,
Yeah.
we'll do in-depth review on it.
Yeah.
Spoilers and all that kind of shit. But
I think
'Cause we want people to
could do a good video, like take good pictures of like certain pages.
Well, if we're gonna plan for a review on that, then
Yeah.
we can set it up good. But yeah, so I love it. Looking forward to finishing it. And
now I'm sad that I didn't spend the extra $12 to finish out the run.
Whatever. But then there still would have been. You wouldn't have gotten that spinoff either. I wouldn't have thought to get it.
No.
Oh well.
Which
Yeah,
is
whatever.
Just
another
to throw it in,
excuse to
they
go
have
back.
they have a great panel. Like I found another comic, Law Dog and Grimrod or something, and I'm like, I wonder what this is. I wonder if it's
I saw that
the
too.
next story,
Yeah.
or and then all of a sudden I'm reading.
'Cause it didn't have any numbers.
Episode number 5 or 6, or issue number 5 or 6, and it's like it's just like a blank thing with his car, and it's like I don't know what that just was, but I just lost 2 days.
Yeah.
And
then
it says,
asterisks.
yeah,
down on
if
the
you
bottom.
want to see this, get this comic. And I'm like, oh shit, that's what that is, and it makes sense.
So brilliant. Looking forward to that one for sure. And one that I just started getting into. It's one that many people regard as their favorite.
Oh, and it's got its own TV show now.
It's got its own TV show on I don't know what network, but I just started reading The Preacher.
AMC.
First recommended to me by don't fucking watch the show, read the book. Fuck the show. Support the original material, not the fucking. Maybe it's shitty.
Man, what if it's not?
I'm gonna watch the show after I read the series.
But I also hate that person that's like the book's way better. Fucking hate that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I will see. I've never had that
don't be
opportunity.
that guy. Don't be that guy.
But I don't think I would be because I understand the differences.
I love
when you're
a
telling a
visual,
story
yeah.
in a show. I understand it's going to be different. Although I still to this day can't read Fight Club the book because I've watched the movie so many times and sequencing's off and like certain scenes are off and it's just I can't. I probably could now just because I won't have the movie playing in my head.
Son of a bitch. His name is Robert Paulson.
Yeah. But so I'm about a third of the way through Preacher. The first person, Izzy Rock, Tales from the Hard Side, first person to recommend this to me. And I got it, book 1. And I enjoy it. I enjoy the premise of it.
I like the cover art.
The art's good. Like, interior art's good, too. They always, like, the cover arts on everything is so fucking crazy. Like, they do, like, an oil painting kind of cover art. And it's always, like, in reference to the story. Like it's kind of almost like Remember from the last book, but in like gruesome high quality oil painting detail. So yeah, the art's good, the writing's good. The only thing that I don't enjoy is like the premise when movies and things when like, oh, the whole God thing's real and like heaven and hell and like angels and demons things is real. Like that always kind of rubs me the wrong way, just like believing in that kind of universe to where but there's shows that I like, Carnival, which was an HBO show, had kind of that element to it.
Yeah, I like Constantine,
but I fucking
and that's
loved it.
like that total.
Yeah. But then this kind of has that too. But I enjoy where it's going. I don't know. I'm just getting into it, so we'll talk more about it.
I can't wait to get into it myself.
Yeah, and for sure, once I'm done with that, order the next one on inspireddisorder.com.
Last comic book.
Last one. Last of the Mohicans.
We both read this. East to West, Volume 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's older.
We talked about the first issue.
Yeah.
And now we read the first
I really like this. I think this...
is that like your top one?
No.
Okay. Is that you didn't save it for last? For
no, I didn't.
Okay.
Law Dog. If anything, Law Dog.
Law Dog is like, I love Law Dog way more. I can't look anything up.
Yeah.
Like it's so much more cool. It's like this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Yeah. But out of like the popular ones though, aside from Law Dog, like of the trades that we've gotten,
East to West. Just love the story. Love
more than Birthright.
Not.
I mean, they're different.
I think they're
it's hard to
equal.
compare.
They're different but equal.
Okay.
For me,
I enjoy Birthright. It just Birthright seems may just
this
been
is
when I read
more of
it.
a complex
That one's like
story.
you have to be really
really
in it to win it.
In it to win it.
Mentally.
And I think that it'll get a little less like that.
And
the
that's
further
got
in the story. It's just setting everything up.
Yeah. Oh, I'm almost gonna start getting. Fucking, what was the issue? The first issue, and we're like, I don't want to get it because it's gonna be Saga. I almost want to get the first. I'm probably gonna order.
You're
that.
gonna go all in.
I mean, it's like I probably catch up like in no time. Like, these are easy to read, and if it's
read them in like
good,
a half hour, 45
like,
minutes.
Seriously,
at most.
I'm so disappointed Paper Girls doesn't have something else out because, like, holy shit, it's one where, like, the whole run of, like, they're all ramping up to this thing.
Yeah.
But then within each one, they're so well written too. But it's like, oh, fuck. It's like I was like, fuck. Order number 2, not in existence yet. I'm impatient, man. I live in a very. Anyway, so let's move on. So that was good. Go buy comic books, and all that shit.
Yeah, and all that shit.
Go buy comic books.
Tell us what your favorites are.
Exactly.
Tell us if you think the ones we like sucked. If you haven't heard of them, get into them.
Yeah, if you've heard Law Dogs.
Law Dog. God damn it.
I want to start a Law Dog fan club.
I want to.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I like that. I
really
enjoy
like
the
that story.
artwork. I want to find the artist. Shake his hand. All right, well, let's get into the Ultimate Movie Championship.
UMC.
The UMC, which is not working. There we go.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Ultimate Movie Championship, sponsored by CutthroatComics.com. Go to CutthroatComics.com and buy some comics.
Well,
they're going to be... Well, I think he has one...
Pre-order.
He's got some books. You can pre-order. Anyway, CutthroatComics.com. So let's get into it. And for those that aren't used to... that are new to the show, Ultimate Movie Championship, go to flickchart.com/IDP, and that's where we battle. We choose which of the best movies,
or we just fucking agree,
or we agree. It depends. Sometimes there's a battle, sometimes there's a knockout. I had to refresh it just because fuck it, I don't want it to reset. So anyway, the website gives us 2 different movies. We decide on which one we like better, and it adds to our top list
20
of movies. I think it's just a top list, and it breaks. You could go 20 or 10. But we're ranking the official IDP movie top movie list, Ultimate Movie Championship. Let's start with 2001: A Space Odyssey versus Mars Attacks. I mean, I understand.
It's a difficult one, kind of. I
get it.
I love A Space Odyssey for what it's worth. A Kubrick. But Mars Attacks. Believe it's Tim Burton,
which normally would not be a fan of.
But it's one
different.
of the very first purposeful B movies with mainstream actors in the way of Machete and movies like that.
Yeah.
That now go. I
gotta go Mars Attacks.
If you said
if my favorite
one of these movies on right now,
yeah,
I would put on Mars Attacks
for sure. Dude,
Jack Black.
I haven't
in
watched
it.
Mars. When I saw Mars Attacks at the Metro 8 Theater in Indio, California, and probably half hour before the movie was over, somebody pulled the fire alarm. We had to leave. And I don't know if I got free tickets because I was a kid at the time when this came out. It was 96, so I was 15. But yeah, I watched it probably just after that when it got released.
I think we need
again.
to watch this movie.
I want to watch it really bad.
Let's watch this movie.
So, okay, Mars Attacks. Sorry, Space Odyssey.
I love you, Space Odyssey
But
and Kubrick.
you weren't true. 2001 came and went. Nothing happened. Nothing like that.
Are you not voting for me, Ray?
All right, so next we're going with Saw, the original, versus Kill Bill, the original. Volume 1.
I go Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saw, great.
Yeah.
Independent horror movie.
Saw can take out a lot of...
Tainted by a litany of sequels.
You know, but it's for people that like that thing.
Yeah.
They enjoy those.
I'm not a horror guy.
I'm not either. I've dipped into the Saw franchise. I like the kind of premise of, like, you got to solve this puzzle.
saws that I didn't mind, but again, it was
they're not horrible. They're whatever. But the first one was
torture
great.
porn.
But come on, Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Come on, my fucking toe. The pussy wagon. I mean, there's so many things. I have no idea. How to even say. I like the poster. Poster's interesting.
Corraldo
versus Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Haven't seen Fitzcarraldo. Unfortunately, I've seen the Crystal Skull.
I haven't. Oh no, I have seen that.
You
one.
better have seen that.
I've seen that.
Damn it.
Where the Buffalo Roam versus Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Now this one is very difficult, Keith, because we're talking about a franchise that we grew up on.
And Hunter S. Thompson's first adapted movie.
Yeah. Is it Bill Murray, right?
Bill Murray plays Hunter S. Thompson
before Johnny Depp.
Played
him like 3 or 4 times in movies.
Yeah.
And then
great
just became
movie.
him.
I own this movie. I love this movie. Where the Buffalo Roam.
Boom. Where the Buffalo Roam. Daredevil by Batfleck. And Fargo
Batfleck
versus Fargo. Now I've turned this Daredevil off during the seesaw scene.
Oh, you pussy.
No.
Watch it all the way through. Like a fucking man.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, then skip it now because you haven't seen it. Then.
I'm just saying that's.
But if Fargo wins, I mean,
I know. I just never want to see Daredevil again or Ben Affleck.
Yeah, but the Netflix series
Night
is great.
at the Museum. It is good. I did enjoy a few episodes that I saw, but it wasn't anything to get me into. Night at the Museum versus Fargo.
Fargo.
Night at the Museums. If I was a kid, I would enjoy it.
It's fun, whatever.
I don't know if it'd be my
what
favorite.
the fuck? Man, Dobby?
Hey, man, they're getting rid of shit. At least it's new. Batman, so we're doing the original.
Oh,
this is
what
the original?
The fuck? This is
Batman from 1989.
1989
Batman
versus Batman Begins.
Is that the first Nolan one?
This is the first Nolan one versus the first Burton one. This is a good one.
It is a good one.
Oh, shit.
Nostalgia versus quality.
I've got Batman.
Even though you don't like that Batman.
89.
I can't. I mean, I got to go with out of like comic book movies, like that was showing like you could do a really fucking good comic book movie.
That was the first good
I don't
comic
give a
book
shit.
movie.
It was the first, but like now if that movie came out, it would be like
I just
dog
watched
shit.
it the other day.
If
It's
that movie
good.
came out now, it would be dog
yes,
shit.
It would be.
It would be dog shit in comparison.
That's not what we're talking about.
I know that's not what we're talking about. I'm just saying one that if it came out now would still be good, even though it came out 10, 11 years ago. Still a long time, by the way.
It's still, that is still a long time. But
and I'm totally willing to go to the fucking Rotten Tomatoes on
I don't want to go to Rotten. Let's go to Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck it. Like I can't because
Batman
I'm not.
Begins versus Batman 1989.
I love the Nolan versus Batman universe, but I don't like Christian Bale's Batman.
Yeah, but that doesn't count because you liked Ben Affleck as Batman. So your opinion doesn't count.
Ben Affleck is great as Batman.
First off, he was
He's
barely
not
Batman.
horrible.
He was
He's
barely
not
Batman.
horrible.
He's barely Batman. Barely Batman. He was Batman in a TV show, and they edited it into a movie because it wasn't him most of that shit.
That's not his fault.
I know. So we'll see him when he directs it, and we'll see, oh, that was dog shit, and he's horrible.
No,
Why does he keep doing these
be
CrossFit?
awesome.
Why does he keep doing these CrossFits? Nobody wants to see
Awesome.
Ben Affleck with his shirt off
Batfleck.
or talk.
100%
Stop
Batfleck.
acting. Man, I still kind of like the first one.
How
though,
do you
but
not like Nicholson?
It's not. Listen,
Prince did the whole soundtrack.
first off, Prince has no effect on me. I have had no cultural impact with Prince. Prince has done nothing to me. So Prince doesn't add anything.
If you want to go Nolan verse,
because I know it's
you
gonna
have to go Dark Knight, which is
that's the best of the three.
the best.
But still,
I'm
I
saying
think this
versus,
is better than.
No.
All right, for that I'll go Batman. I'll do that.
If you want to put one
I
on
know
the
I
top
can win
20, yeah.
All right. X-Men versus Black Hawk Down. Black Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Down is a better
I'm
movie.
just so over the X-Men bullshit.
I had sex with
so
this
over
married
it.
chick for the first time during Black Hawk Down. Not that I'm
In
proud
a
of
theater
having
or on TV?
sex with a married chick, but it was a weird
Fucking
situation.
she cheated, not you. So
Yeah,
it's
I
up
was
to her.
like,
Was it on
I
TV
felt
or was
bad.
it
No,
theater?
it was a DVD.
Right. Okay. So
But
for that reason,
that
only.
that
Well, I mean,
movie,
it's a
that
fun
movie
movie though.
holds
Action
special.
packed.
Oh yeah,
It's not like a typical war movie where it's like
and plus Matt Damon.
yeah. All right, Black Hawk Down. Ace Ventura: Pet Detective versus A Bug's Life.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah. Alrighty then. The Sixth Sense versus Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty being the Jim Carrey version of the God thing, not the Evan Almighty, which
yeah.
was the other one.
The worst, the bad one. I don't even think I finished watching that.
The Sixth Sense.
Another movie, Bruce Almighty, where it has that religious thing where I'm like, like I don't.
Well, The Sixth Sense.
No, I know.
Ghosts and shit. That's
Yeah.
religious.
Bruce
as
Almighty
fuck.
was great.
I don't know.
Ghosts aren't religious. There's
Yeah,
not like
motherfucking-
Christ brought these. This is a
Yeah,
fucking
whatever.
Catholic.
Whatever.
This is like literally God exists and he's a black man and like it's like the most this is like what people pray
I'm
for.
alright with Morgan Freeman being God.
Me too. Absolutely. But then they did a sequel that was even more like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I
Ooh.
don't give a shit about Noah. Airplane versus The Lion King.
This is a difficult one for me. While The Lion King,
For me, not
so
so much,
epic
just
and
because
everything.
I only grew up with one of these. The other
Your
one.
mom wouldn't let you watch Airplane.
I mean, it's not about letting me watch. It's like, how am I going to get Airplane? Maybe if it's on TV, is probably the only times I've seen it. But it's like, when I'm a kid, she's not going to buy it.
I'll give you Lion King on this one. Yeah, it's great, but
which one was transferred into the like a play, a Broadway play that still tours, and I don't give a shit
do with
about
anything.
nothing, but it's
Hey, got a
It's
fucking
Disney.
Broadway playing a fucking airplane.
that's Disney. They're gonna do it to all your comic books. They're gonna ruin your fucking comic
They
book.
tried it with Spider-Man. 2 people died, so they
Yeah.
stopped doing that.
Yeah, the wires will get better.
We'll go Lion King.
All right.
I love Airplane though.
For sure. I just wish I grew up on it. I'd probably choose it. Donnie Darko versus As Good as It Gets. Is that the one where he's like crazy? Yeah. That's a good poster. It doesn't fit the... Did you ever see As Good as It Gets? Helen Hunt and
Yes.
him? Yeah.
And Donnie Darko.
Oh, for sure.
100%. I've got a goddamn tattoo on my... I love that poster, which I haven't
That's
seen
a good
that.
poster.
Uh,
I guess. Well,
yeah, it's,
whatever. Like smoky kind of look to it. Hitch versus Snatch.
The
that's-
title's really kind of...
I mean, that's like cart before
Hitch
the horse.
Snatch.
but-
Yeah, Snatch.
For sure, Snatch.
1,000%.
Hitch was not a good movie.
You like Dags? You like Dags?
I do. I like Caravans too. So we got William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet versus Top Gun.
Who directed that Romeo and Juliet?
I want to say it was... God damn it. Spell Romeo? I can't think of his name. His name is... somewhere.
Baz?
Baz Luhrmann. And good old Baz Luhrmann's... Oh, yeah. The,
Right,
of
did
course,
Australia, Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge.
and
Never saw Australia.
Great Gatsby. Ooh,
Gatsby.
great.
I didn't mind that. I mean, those...
So this dude's actually... He's fucking big time. All those movies made a shit ton of money.
Nah, not really. Gatsby didn't do well at all. I don't
Really?
think Moulin Rouge did well at all. Moulin Rouge is a huge, like fucking cult thing. Like, when
I
it
haven't
came out,
seen
everybody...
any of them besides Romeo and Juliet, but I know of all the other movies.
Yeah, I never saw Australia. I mean, look how far apart. If he was really good, he'd be working a lot more. I mean, he's got a specific style.
How often
For
does
sure.
Tarantino put out a movie?
Yeah, but he does way better. Like, one movie...
I know. I understand.
Tarantino's worst movie is
But
better
to
than Baz
say
Luhrmann's.
that it just
No, it's quantity
I mean,
over quality.
Tool, that's the band.
If you're gonna
puts
take-
out an
if-
album like every 10 years. and
Again,
they're great.
Really great. he takes a lot of time to do mediocre shit.
Yeah, I'll
He
give
does.
you-
I mean, he does.
It's not like I go
unique
Moulin
shit.
Rouge,
Yeah.
awesome movie.
It's very unique. He mixes
I've heard
like
The Great Gatsby
popular.
was good, though.
It's all right, but it's like he mixes popular music with old timey shit, which like.
But 3 of these movies that they're showing, I don't know about Australia, but they're all like existing products that he just redid.
Yeah. Well, you know.
All right.
Australia
Next.
existed before he made the movie, so yeah.
Next.
That property existed too. All right, so we're going with Top Gun.
Top Gun, 1,000%.
Going with the homoerotic tale between Iceman and Maverick. Schindler's List, right? Schindler's List versus The Mummy. Wow, this one's like kind of weird.
I
that I'd
don't
be
ever
choosing-
want to watch Schindler's List
I don't
again.
either, but I would rather have Schindler's List on than The Mummy. Just on. Because I know visually it's going to be better film. There's not going to be dog shit CG. I'm never going to have to see Brendan Fraser ever. Never. Don't have to see him. Amazing. Amazing.
I'll concede to Schindler's List,
Yeah.
even though in protest,
Listen, this isn't good because
no one wants to watch Schindler's List twice.
Yeah, but nobody should watch The Mummy once.
The Mummy's good.
You should never
We've
even
already
watch
went,
it.
like-
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
The Mummy's good.
if you haven't watched The Mummy, don't bother.
Everyone, please watch The Mummy right now.
Schindler's List. The Mummy is on the list. Dick Tracy versus No Country for Old Men. I mean, for me, this one's easy.
No Country for Old
Yeah.
Men, even though Dick Tracy was
It's
kind of
cool.
like the
I was never
prototype
like-
comic book movie. It
Yeah.
was a
I
comic,
mean, that kind of
comic strip.
Yeah, that kind of story. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, No Country for Old Men. Come on, heads or tails, bitch. Heads or tails. Total Recall, the original, versus Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean,
Raiders of the Lost
for
Ark.
sure. That's they got a Nazi symbol on their poster. Pretty cool poster though.
Looking for the Ark, bitch.
Somebody needs to like get all these images and fucking reproduce them. These crazy posters from back then.
I know, like a lot of these, like I've even
vintage,
tried
like,
to look
foreign
them up, and
posters.
they don't
Nah,
exist.
they're foreign shit.
They
They're
don't
just
exist.
promotional shit. That's you got to find somebody working
Dust
in
in
a
the
theater
wind.
in China or something. So we got Iron Man, OG,
The OG Iron Man,
versus a movie I've never
Simply Irresistible.
seen. I know the song. She's
She's
so fine.
fine.
Wow.
There's no telling where the money went.
Backed by popular demand is No Country for Old Men again versus Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Fuck no.
Iron Man.
Fuck no.
Iron Man.
Fuck
Iron Man.
no. This
Iron
one
Man?
I'm willing to 100% go to the thing. 'cause
Let's do it.
Iron Man has nothing
Iron
to do
Man.
with. All right.
The first
Iron Man
good.
versus
So good.
it's okay for a comic book movie, but No Country for Old Men is better than every comic book movie I've ever seen. Better than the Nolan Batman movies.
It's
like-
boring.
It's still better.
It's boring as fuck.
It's still better.
It's a
not
good
that
movie,
boring.
but it's
really
boring.
good.
It's boring.
It's fucking 1,000 times better than Red Room. Red Room.
I'll fucking stab you.
Red Room. Oh, twins. Campbell soup cans.
I should break this beer bottle over your head right now.
Am I looking up again?
Son
Dog
of a-
shit movie. How do I spell dog shit movie again?
Son of a
What
bitch.
am I doing here? Oh, Iron Man. All right. Let's see. Our Rotten Tomatoes. Bam! Iron Man. Scored a very healthy.
Boom!
Let's go with the fan score on this one.
No!
I know. Just joking. 94%.
94.
That's very surprising.
That's
No Country for Old Men.
It's just scary for me
I know,
though, because
I'm
it's
scared too.
really
I was for sure.
critically acclaimed.
All right, so we're going 94. No Country for Old Men, bringing in.
Yeah!
93.
Oh, 1 point fucking victory.
God damn it! Even the fucking fan thing was better.
Fuck your
God
Dutch.
damn
Fuck your
it.
Dutch boy haircut.
Iron Man. Yeah, but he killed motherfuckers.
He did.
It's like that's one guy that can have a shitty.
I've never seen
haircut.
Family Plot.
Me either.
So
So Sleepy Hollow.
The Johnny Depp
versus
99
Sin City. Sin City.
with that sweet ass Frank Miller cover.
I would rather stare
Sin
at that
City.
poster for 2 hours than watch Sleepy Hollow. Yeah.
It's very boring.
It's not a good movie.
Dry.
I saw it for free in a movie theater, and it was like, what the fuck is Johnny Depp over? So we got Pirates
Can we
of
just
the Caribbean,
pretend that we never saw either of these movies?
Meet the Fockers versus Dead Man's Chest. No, we gotta fucking go, man.
Ah!
It's not like either of them are high on the list.
Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah. Meet the Fockers versus Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Man's Chest. Dead Man's Chest.
Just all fun.
Yeah, sure. No Country for Old Men
Jesus,
coming back
they're
again.
versus
Versus
I love that
the
poster,
Christmas
though.
toy, which don't
I
know
haven't
what
seen
the,
the
fuck that
Christmas
is.
toy.
Willow. Wow, I haven't seen that one come up yet. Versus No Country for Old Men.
This
I'm sad
this
that Willow's
Willow
coming
cover
up right
is
now.
Awesome.
No, it's not. Not really. It's not that good.
I like it.
It's okay.
I like it. Willow.
No,
Yeah, Willow.
no, that's
Willow.
not a good. It doesn't hold up at all
How doesn't Willow hold up?
because it was made in
Mad
88.
Mardigan?
I don't. You just say things from the movie doesn't make it good.
This is the goddamn main character's name.
Yeah, it doesn't make it good. It's like, oh, he has a name, and it's not Robert Paulson. No
Willow.
Country for Old Men.
Willow.
No Country for. This is like, oh, I just cracked my back. It felt so good.
Willow.
No, we're definitely going to. There's
think-
nothing good. The only thing good about that is that I remember watching it as a kid and liking it.
I think we should do like
But
an
it's like,
online
it's not-
survey for this one.
We're not doing an online survey for this one. We're not gonna like stop and like wait for people.
I'm
to
not
fucking
saying
vote on
we'll
shit.
just tell the next episode when we do it.
All right, we'll remember it. And
No
sure.
Country for Old Men versus Willow.
Yeah.
I got it. I want to
So
know
we
what
got
other people think on that.
93% already for No Country
Yeah.
for Old Men.
You can just look at Willow.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna look up something that's already on the screen. Versus 48%. Crazy. Oh my goodness. That's insane. That a movie that's not that. I mean, it's like I loved it growing up. but
Willow's
it's
good.
Like, I loved like. There's so many other movies that I love.
I would
more than
rather
Willow.
watch Willow than No Country for Old Men.
way. You'll regret
It's a
it when you
bummer.
put it on.
Ugh.
You'll be like, "What am I doing?
Fucking
Did I like
bummer.
this shit?"
I loved it. Still love
Okay.
it.
No Country for Old Men.
Ugh.
All right, let's do a few more. 500 Days of Summer versus Wayne's World. Oh, and by the way, that Creature Creations bullshit is a documentary on the costumization of the fucking whatever Star Wars that was. It wasn't Star Wars. So now we have some bullshit that we've never even seen on our list.
Was it?
No. Like an Ink and Skin hit us up right after that show. He's like, that's a documentary. That's why it was named differently. Which I was saying
Came out the
over
same
and over
year.
again that they would have named it correctly.
Came out the same year.
That's fine.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. No, I do love 500 Days of Summer. Men in Black 3 versus Borat, Cultural Learning of America's Make Benefit Glorious Nation Kazakhstan.
Borat.
Yeah, Borat.
Two more?
Yeah. Matrix Revolution.
Is that the second one? Doesn't
I
matter.
think so.
It's versus
yeah,
Die
versus
Hard.
yeah, Die Hard.
Die Hard
all day.
wins.
All day, Die Hard.
If it's not the first Matrix, there's no
If it was
conversation.
Matrix versus Die Hard, that's a difficult one. Beautiful Mind versus Scream.
I don't. Beautiful Mind's a great movie. I don't like it.
It's okay. It's not a great movie. It's okay. I liked it. I probably bought it. But it's
Scream.
like... Yeah, Scream. All right, so that's it. Let's do one more.
All
One
right.
more. This is the last one.
Oh,
Tropic Thunder
this is the
versus
easy-
The Mummy. I'm so glad this came
Yeah.
up. Tropic Thunder versus The Mummy, and clearly Brendan Fraser's career went the right direction.
Tropic Thunder.
Fucking nominated for blackface. That's insane. In
So
today's
good. So goddamn good.
sometimes you can't go full retard, but you can go full blackface if you're fucking. All right, Tropic Thunder. All right.
Now, if you, like I said before, if you guys have any movie ideas or requests for us to cover,
Yeah, if you want us to review a movie or a series of movies, like a franchise, if you
Yeah.
want us to do a franchise, please don't recommend a shitty franchise. Like,
even if you do,
Twilight.
whatever. I mean, whatever.
Not doing
We'll give a
Twilight.
terrible one.
I'm not gonna
Don't
Twilight.
do something like Harry Potter.
Do something
I'm not
that
watching
you want.
12 movies.
Well, I guess if you
I'm not
have a
watching
shitty
12
movie,
fucking movies.
yeah, we're not watching a whole bunch of movies. But even if you have a shitty movie, and we'll gladly talk shit about it, gladly. But yeah, you could submit that to us too. So anyway, this has been the Ultimate Movie Championship, sponsored by CutthroatComics.com.
Tell us what you're reading. Tell us what we should be reading.
For sure.
And then listen to us
Yeah,
all the time.
recommend whatever you want us to check out in the comments, and wrap the shit up. Like to thank our sponsor, Amazon. That's where we order all of our shit, most of our shit. If you want comic books, make sure you use our link. That way we get credit for it.
Yeah, it's the
SpartanSorter.com.
same shit. You just click on our link first, and then you go to Amazon.
Once you type in inspireddisorder.com/Amazon in your browser, it's going to remember that shit.
It doesn't charge you any extra.
No, it's an affiliate link. We get a percentage because we steered you towards Amazon.
If you're already ordering shit, why not have a little bit go back to something you like?
Exactly.
If
you're already ordering shit on Amazon.
If you're already ordering shit on Amazon, why
Exactly.
not just kick a... It's not charging you any extra.
That's why if you want to check out the novels, all the shit we're reading,
trades, the single issues,
movies that we talk about that maybe you haven't seen, and you want to rent that shit on Amazon, go through the link, inspireddisorder.com/Amazon. Take you right to Amazon. Do your shopping and whatever is normal. You don't have to do anything else. Just go through our link, inspireddisorder.com/Amazon. And as always, go to the official Inspired Disorder store, inspireddisorder.com/Etsy. So far, you can get the Inspired Disorder t-shirt, the Diseasy t-shirt,
diseasy,
and a bunch of stuff that I'm working on to get added to the store. So check it all out, inspireddisorder.com/Etsy, and sign up and check out everything that's sold there.
Support your local comic book store unless it's run by a dickface who won't let you in.
Yeah. Every time somebody asks me what I'm looking for at a comic book store, I'm afraid I'm going to get kicked out.
Yeah, like,
it's
can
just
I come
like,
in?
I'm so
Oh
scarred
my
from
God.
that first one on Colfax. It's a dog shit comic book store. And if you looked them up on Yelp, you'll know which one I'm talking about. But you can follow Keith at Spurlock1
Number one.
on Twitter.
Or Google me, bitch.
At Ray Taylor.
Don't
Twitter,
Google him.
Instagram. No, just follow me directly. Subscribe on YouTube to watch the video version. Watch us live. Subscribe on Facebook for the same reasons, and to get updates on the show and to communicate with us. And that's it, man. Until next time.
Peace and love. Wear a glove.
There you go. Don't be a hoe.